All right, it is my first week in with a client right now. Wanted to kind of just pick up the camera and start talking about stuff that I'm learning in real time. I thought that would be pretty cool, mainly for myself to just look back and see like what my thought process was and judgment and just things I was working on. I think it'd be pretty cool. So, been learning a lot about AI recently, specifically in terms of writing copy. Been using Manus a lot. Never used it before until this week, and it is actually freaking insane, bro. Like the sheer volume and speed at which this thing can like retrieve everything that I'm giving it and like process it and just like spit out what I'm trying to do. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It is fascinating how this stuff works. And it's taking off so much work for me. It's kind of cool. I'm looking at it as like it's kind of like my own business in a way. It's kind of like I'm running a business in a way. Like I'm the business owner, like the strategist, and this AI is like my employee. It's like I'm creating the strategy with like my knowledge of copy, and the first principles, just everything like that. I'm giving it what I want it to be, what I want it to write about, the way I want it to be structured, and it's just carrying it out. And it's giving me stuff that's actually pretty decent. And it doesn't even take me that much to kind of refine and tweak until, you know, I actually, it actually reads really well. So it's saving me a lot of time, which is really cool. And I'm seeing a lot of potential with this in, training it up to be similar to me and how I think. So that way I can kind of turn this into like a really dialed in system, bro, where I'm just like creating a strategy, giving you what I want, telling you what I'm trying to write. It spits out, it gives me like a big chunk of like what would have taken me like an hour, a couple hours to write. And all I have to do is just go back and refine it and just like humanize it, like put that like kind of soul into it, put my taste into it. And it's gonna save me so much time, bro. And I just started working with these guys at the point where they're kind of revamping their offer and they're looking to bring on more clients, and we're focusing on webinars. That's the core of our offer. So the thing with webinars is it takes a lot, like a ton of upfront work, bro. Like it's like a freaking 2 week sprint of just like building like everything out. But it's nice because after it's done, after the webinar is done, all you have to do is focus on iterating and improving it. But in that 2 week sprint, having Manus, being able to use this to my advantage is going to make it so much quicker, and I'll be able to focus so much more on like the high level stuff of like what we're actually trying to convey in the copy, rather instead of having to do that and then on top of that spending hours actually like writing it out manually by hand. So it's really really cool. So the rest of this week I've just been kind of building that up and just learning more about AI, just writing and getting more familiar with the webinar process. And it's been really good. I feel like I've learned like a month worth of stuff in not even a week, bro. Because I started on Monday, and it's only Thursday, so I still will never neglect the copywriting side though of myself. I still think that's like an essential thing. Like to get great output from the AI, you have to be a great copywriter. You have to understand what works and why it works and how to use it for the specific people that you're writing to. So to do that, I'm going to continue practicing the hyper learning cycle. So my do reps are going to be writing copy. I'm going to learn by just consistently going through the copywriting 101 modules. Shout out KJ. Taking notes on that, studying, breaking down copy, and then just throwing everything together, and figure out how I can iterate on the next piece of copy that I do, and then continue just run that cycle, and I'll keep getting better. The work that I'm going to be able to do will keep getting better. It'll keep getting quicker with AI, and hopefully I'll just be able to just make the clients more money and make me more money, bro. So it's got me very excited. Just the first week on, and I'm learning so much. Like I was just I'm so hyped, bro. I can't even can't even speak. But in terms of my brand, I want to kind of keep that manual, um, because specifically my newsletter, I want that to just be like my passion project. Like I want that to just be like my heart, like in the form of words. So I'm just gonna keep that completely manual. Um, to do that, I want to start setting aside time each day to kind of just do nothing, to just sit and just be silent and let my mind wander. Let me think about, the things I've been working on, kind of experiences, lessons that I've learned, things that I could package into like a valuable lesson, um, that I could write about. So gonna be focused on that. So the automated side is gonna be more for like client work, just so I can like get this stuff out, at a high quality, but also at like a high quantity as well. Um, and then the other side, my brand, me, even branching off into content and stuff. Content's kind of taking the backseat a little bit, but in terms of newsletter, I want to be focusing on just strictly manual from the heart, just writing my heart out. I'm just gonna keep doing these. There's not gonna be a structure or anything. Just when I feel like I have, cool stuff that I'm learning that I want to share, I'm just gonna just throw it up here. Really not gonna be any structure. I'm probably not barely gonna edit these either. But yeah, good week. Let's keep going.